What is up YouTube, and welcome to this Easter egg video for Spider-Man No Way Home. Do let me know if there are any Easter eggs we didn't mention in the comments, and do drop a like if you enjoyed it and subscribe with notifications on if you want more from us. Now I'll start with a big one that is pretty easily missable and surrounded by others which I couldn't quite make out. Now, when Doctor Strange is trying to fix a spell at the end, and even more people are coming through the multiverse to the MCU, there are a lot of outlines that could be anyone. However, there is one in particular that looks like it has fur and a spear, which is clearly Kraven the Hunter, the founding member of the Sinister Six, and, well, wanted to hunt Spidey to prove he is the greatest hunter. I do hope we get an adaptation of Kraven's Last Hunt, and there are, or at least I've seen people say, and I've spoken to people who have said that they saw the Scorpion, they saw someone with claws, but I didn't see that myself, so I'm not going to kind of put a stake in the ground on that. Now onto the heartbreaking one, which is Aunt May, who was sadly killed, which almost brought a tear to my eye, but I am a cold motherfucker. But we see her grave at the end, and on the gravestone it reads, "When you help someone, you help everyone." Very, very touching sentiment, and actually suits her character very well, because she was helping people right to the end. The gravestone message is exactly the same as Aunt May from Spider-Man PS4, and both those Aunt Mays did help run Feast. I do wonder if in the next storyline, the person to take over Feast will be Mr. Negative. We also had many callbacks to Iron Man, which is not unsurprising, and there are so many Easter eggs in this movie, but I'm only really picking out the best ones here. Now, it's not unsurprising that there are Iron Man Easter eggs, but quite easily the funniest was a callback to Iron Man 3 and Happy Hogan's photo on the news, which had his Vincent Vega style hair and had the same photo or the same style he had in Iron Man 3 in the flashback to the 90s. We also had arguably the best cameo, except from our Spider-Man, in the form of Charlie Cox's Daredevil. Considering this is from before the spell, this means this is our Prime Devil, and seemingly Daredevil Netflix is canon, unless he is a variant, but considering the same Netflix Daredevil Kingpin actor is in the MCU as well of Hawkeye Episode 5, then it does make sense. While Sam Raimi's Spider-Man movies are much memed, thank you very much for the laughs, Raimi memes on Reddit, well, the biggest and funniest due to the potential or that you could meme was the "I'm something of a scientist myself" meme, and this is referenced by Norman Osborn here as he says the line once more. A very, very neat moment. Now, while Miles Morales did not turn up, he has been referenced kinda in Homecoming with his uncle being there, and here Electro said that he thought that Spider-Man would be black, but, well, he says that there must be a black Spider-Man out there. Hopefully Miles Morales does appear soon in this, and I'm hoping they take somewhat of a leaf out of Spider-Man's book and have his kind of whole debut being featured with Peter Parker helping him and mentoring him. I do hope that does happen. Now, Andrew Garfield dropped 3 Easter eggs, as he said that he did fight a guy in a rhino suit, which was, of course, the Rhino. Yeah, obvious. But we also had a really cool moment where Tobey Maguire was gassing him up and said, he's amazing, referencing the film franchise that he had of the same name, The Amazing Spider-Man, and of course, the comic. As well as that, we also had him get redemption for the whole Gwen Stacy situation in his movies, where he saved MJ as well, which, interestingly, she's called Michelle, which I thought was pretty cool. Now, Electro also had a nod to his comic book form when he took his debut here, when he showed himself. Well, he had the full mask thing that he had in the comics, which looked pretty silly if you had that now, but it was a nice little nod. Now, Tobey Maguire notably had back issues leading into Spider-Man 2, and it was so bad that Jake Gyllenhaal almost replaced him. Now, this was referenced by Toby here in this movie by saying that he has back issues and he gets his back cracked by Andrew Garfield's Peter Parker. Now, I really like that moment. That was really funny. We have other Easter eggs like the Cap kind of shield being on the Statue of Liberty, and we have the Daily Bugle supplement, which is a reference to InfoWars, but of course you knew that already based on the appearance of him in Far From Home. But that is it for this video. This is just a short little Easter eggs video for you here. Please do drop a like down below. Do subscribe with notifications on if you want more from us, and I'll see you soon, and goodbye.